Hey there guys, Dr. Phil here. Sorry, this is not another bird video, this is another opal video, but I thought I might show you this because, well, I was just carving it out and I was having a little bit of fun, but then I thought, this is quite a good learning opal. It's part of a much larger opal that I just cut a slice off. You can see kind of how I've sliced a thin segment-ish, but a few things that you'll notice about this is that, well, you can see the segment. Let me feel which side. I think, yeah, this side. So this side actually had another piece essentially glued on here. An entirely different piece. I might show you that piece in a minute. But that was kind of glued on here. You can see a few scraps of sand, but you can see this kind of amazing wavy pattern that's here. I've seen this pattern quite a lot, and I'm sure most lapidarists have seen this pattern. And I thought I might, just investigate it a bit further. If we turn it over like this, you can actually see some concentric circles. So let's have a look at the wavy pattern, concentric circles, wavy pattern, concentric circles, flip it over the other side. Same kind of wavy pattern. So you can see this is obviously a 3D shape that's sitting in there. In the opal, you can see some sand here. You can see some precious opal right in the middle that's kind of lensing out, and you can see the same precious opal lens just coming out here. So you can see a kind of a dome forming here. You can see that same lens, which is, you can see in 3 dimensions this way. And so you can see this is actually a little bit of precious opal. It's not that great precious opal. It's a nice color, but it really takes an awful lot of light to make it shine and iridesce like you expect precious opal to do. It's sitting there, and there's this nice little chunk of black potch sitting in there, just so that you know it's seam opal. But if I'd have known, I could have made a kind of a nice dome here out of this part. I still can. But I'm just going to send this over to, there's a lot of opal experts out there on the interweb, and I think this is a brilliant kind of a learning opal. And it's something that maybe someone like Roy's Rocks might want to use as a demonstrator. I'm happy to do it myself. I can get a Dremel out and I can, burr out this area and make it into a nice little precious opal. Just so that you know, the more I excavate here, the more precious opal I find in this spot here. Just showing you that. I can presume it's just going to continue going until you get to that little core in the middle. But I think this is more than just an interesting opal for me to do. People are always looking for content, and we're always trying to understand how opal forms and what it does. So I'm perfectly willing to export this piece out to other people to have a look at and to even carve, just to see if we can really understand what opal is all about. So that's all I was going to say. I know most people don't really care about opal on this channel. They usually want to look at birds, and that's perfectly fine. The 2 people who tend to watch my opal videos, I'm sure are going to be fascinated. I'll probably be forwarding this on to Phil from the Opal Mills and possibly Roy from Roy's Rocks. Riley Gunn might even want to have a look at it. But this is what I've got. And that's all I'm going to pretty much say for today. Well, I might have a bird video for you. What about that, hey? Anyway, hooroo, Dr. Phil out.